Howdy folks, welcome back to Railroader. We're still here on day 21. It's almost noon. And I came back over to the East Whittier Interchange and it was full. So that was weird. I think one of the updates changed how the interchanges work. I'm not sure if we're going to get double cars every day or if it's just because the update happened. But anywho, in this video, we're going to work these cars. We've got a bunch of coal cars for Robinson Gap. And then we have a whole bunch of cars for the sawmill. I'm not even sure if I can fit all these at the sawmill. But we're going to try. So let's get Al going. Let's have him go forward. And we've got these Robinson Gap coal cars, and then we've got some sawmill cars on the back. These are all sawmill cars. Let's take a look here. Whittier sawmill. Yeah, those are all sawmill cars. And then these are mostly sawmill cars. We've got some stuff outbound on the back here. Starting with Stenzel Manufacturing. So that's a lot of sawmill cars. We'll have him pull forward. Let's make sure we're all lined up here. I did just service the sawmill. Yeah, I need to switch this guy. Just service the sawmill. So those are going. If we pull up to where that fuse is, that's probably going to be about right. So we'll just leave that there. We'll see where we end up. Actually, didn't need to even go that far. So I'm going to drop off the sawmill cars right here. Then we're going to stick the Robinson Gap cars over on the other track. Took him a little bit to stop. Alright, go ahead and pull forward, Al. Need to come up past the crossover switch. Still 468 tons just of empty hoppers. Alright, Al, that should do her right there. Let me get you lined back through the crossover here. We don't have any through traffic yet, so I'm just going to stick these back on the branch here. Or on the main line. Just to get them out of the way, and then they'll be headed westbound eventually. Now, I brought some cars over to Ella with the Bryson local. And then the Bryson local is sitting over there waiting at Ella. Because we've got at least one car, I think, on here that needs to go over to Bryson. So we'll bring that over with us. We had Appalachian hardwoods, didn't we? Yeah. So we'll take that over to Ella as we go. And we've got some pickups to do over at Ella to bring back over to the interchange. And then we're looking to get the Silva expansion soonish. Let's take a look at our milestones here. I went ahead and bought the Appalachia Junction water column, which is a new addition and an update. So thank you, devs, for listening to us and putting a water column option over there. That will be handy, although I do run diesels for the most part. We still have the Appalachia local. They might need some water when it's up there at the junction. Alright, that's good, Al. I got to talking. You can stop her right in there anywhere. So I think the next thing will be this phase here. But I want to get this interchange cleared out first. I'm not 100% sure how that works when you purchase this. I don't know if it opens immediately or if it happens like at the overnight. So I don't want to pull the trigger just yet on that. Set a brake on that. All right, go forward through the crossover there, Al, and then we're going to come on back and hook up to the other cars. I did move. I've got this car here. This hopper. Just waiting for when we need it. So these guys are just sitting there waiting. Pulled that out of the interchange. I just topped number 3 off with coal and water, so we're good there. Alright, looking good, Al. Bring her on back through the switch. If you happen to be jumping into the series right on this video, you're like, who in the world is Al? Well, Albert Inman is Mr. AI. So I call him Al. Alright, we'll get back to about there. We're just going to start slowing down and we'll say, come on back. I said 10 cars. It's a little far. But I think he'll go ahead and stop. Just knock that handbrake off. See, he's already in couple mode here. It says 3 miles an hour. He hit it at, a little over 4. Then he comes to a stop. Alright, cool. He doesn't continue to shove it back 10 cars, so that's good. So, the question is, how many cars will fit here? I don't know the answer to that. So we're going to have to find out. So Al, let me get the switch set up, and I'm going to have you come on back about 10 cars. And, okay, good. You see that car. 20828. Excellent. And release the handbrakes on these guys. And then I can use this track up here and that little bit of room there to run around these cars, because we have to pull them in backwards. Alright, those guys are all laced up. Oops. So, pull her forward, Al, and I'll tell you when to stop. Basically, yeah, this flat car here is the last sawmill car. It's that rear flat car. So I'll have him pull that up to about here. And then we'll just be dealing with the sawmill cars. And I think I can back in here, and then we'll see how many cars. Then we'll kind of know. Then I can always push forward a little bit and leave some on the lead there. Yeah, that is the flat car right there, so that'll do. Apply that handbrake. Just double checking the waybills. You can mouse over, but this is easier to read sometimes. Okay, we'll bring those on forward. Make sure, yeah, we got greens all the way through here. And then we need to be past this switch, so I think we basically need to come down to about here-ish. So we'll throw a fusee down there. That's a decent little cut of cars, isn't it? That might not be far enough. Just walk this on down. Can do that. Then we've got enough room here. I can run the engine back and get on the back end of this. So I'll get down here and ran around the train, and then we'll see how many will fit over there in the siding. There we go. Did a little run around. Now we'll go see how many will fit back in here. $15 cars for the sawmill. So I'm wondering if we were always supposed to be getting more cars, and they fixed a bug to where we're getting the right number of cars now. Because I haven't changed any tier. But, yeah. This is, like, we got cars this morning, this day. And we had a whole bunch more cars. So maybe since we had so many other cars, didn't have room for these, but that's fixed now. So I think it'll service the interchange twice a day now. I forget. It's in the patch notes. But we're not going to fit 15 cars in here. I don't recall how many fit in here. It seems like it was 8 or something like that. So let's just let him go back. Yeah, it's going to be about 8 cars-ish. 7 cars. It's like 7 cars. Yeah. We can fit 7 cars in there. Alright, bring her on back. Back this way, Al. I don't think... Yeah, you're not going to get 8 cars in there. I know you want to try, but... It's just not going to happen. So I need this guy right here to be there. You get 7 back in here. That's not too bad. Maybe if I drove and got right against the bumper, we could get 8. Alright, that'll do, Al. Yeah, pull those on back, and we'll shove up here into this siding. So yeah, we'll see what day 22 holds. As far as interchange goes. And then I think our next step is going to be opening the track up to Silva. But we may be using the diesel. I'm kind of tempted to get a diesel switcher for down there just to do all the industry switching down yonder. We'll see. We'll see how the money department's going. Alright, Al, bring her all the way up to the end here, buddy. I'll tell you when you're getting close. Oh, Al's a pretty good engineer. He can usually judge where the end of the track is. Much better than I can. He just doesn't do so good on grades sometimes. Well, I believe this is flat. Yeah, these are flat. We might have some grade. Do we have any grade back over here? Just this part, maybe? If you didn't know, you can hold down shift and question mark. And either shift key works. And then if you hover over a track and you're close enough, like it won't do it down here, but if you're close enough, it'll show you the grade and the degree of curve. And that can be pretty handy. Alright, that's looking good, Al, right there. Look at that. Look at that sheer perfection there from Al. Nice job. And unfortunately, we can only put that many cars in there. I'm not sure these will even all fit. So we're going to have to shove that lone flat car onto here. And we'll go get some more cars. Yeah, those are the same length. So we've got more cars than will even fit over here. These are all for SO1, SO2, right? Yeah, there's no other, like, track. This, I don't think, is even an industry track. Interesting. We'll have to wait for some of those to fill up and then swap these out. Maybe I shouldn't have went tier 3. Might have been fooled by the fact that the interchange wasn't getting fully processed because it isn't big enough. Alright, just shove that one up clear here, Al, and that'll be good enough. That'll do. Alright, come on back through the switch and we'll get you lined up to hook onto the rest of these cars. Which may or may not fit on the siding. I think these are all about the same length. Doesn't want to do it. Alright, fair enough. We'll put you in yard mode. There you go. Okay, we'll knock that off. Gonna go manual. Oh, wrong end. There we go. I'm going to take her all the way back to the bumper. We'll see if we can manage to squeeze past the switch. I'm thinking no, but it's worth a try. I'm going to just ease on back. We're basically almost against the bumper. I think we're going to have to come all the way to the bumper. Let's just take a quick look here. Oh no, we cleared it. Al? How come you had so much trouble with 7 cars? We're good. Alright. Al, you need to practice. We're going to have you come on forward here. About 5 cars. I think Al was being super conservative about the bumper back there. Which is fine. We don't want him running into any bumpers. All right, Al, shove them on down to the end of the track. That's all we can do. I wish we could go to a third-person camera on our player, but it would stay with you. So you can do Shift 2 to go third-person to your player, but then it moves the camera there. You can track the car, though. But the camera doesn't stay with your person. Maybe that's on purpose. I don't know. Maybe there's some other key combo for tracking the player camera. Or the player position. Probably check the controls. Alright, that'll do, Al. That'll do. So how are we looking back here? We're still 2 cars short. But we're just going to have to leave them here and swap them out, I guess. So let's set a handbrake. Do we have any kind of grade here? Not really, so that should be fine. Alright, our work here is done. At least for the time being. They're filling those up fairly quick. Already got a little over a ton of lumber on there. We'll see how it goes. We got this cut. Which I might just leave there until the coal train comes back at the end of the day. And we'll have those ready to head out. We might, you know, give even more overnight and then have a huge train heading over to Robinson Gap. We'll see. I might have bit off more than I can chew, just not knowing because it wasn't servicing the industry. Or, I mean, it wasn't servicing the interchange properly if you had more cars than would fit in there. But they've fixed that now. We have lots of cars. Lots and lots of cars. So the only thing left to do is go service Whittier. Got a couple things to drop off there. But I think this video's gone on long enough. I don't want to make too long of a video. So we'll call it here. Thanks as always for watching, folks. And we'll be headed to Silva soon. So I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.